Good morning.
Good morning.
I love the energy. I love the excitement. I love the love. So as everyone's getting settled into their seats, welcome, welcome. I was thinking about making space. And I spent a little time in contemplation about that, and then maybe a little time with some Googling about making space in meditation. And I found someone who did an essay, and I'm going to borrow a little bit from that, and then I added some of my own. So just settle in. Often when we talk about space in meditation, it's interpreted as an emptiness. We may think that we have to be put on a peaceful front, or that we must find a way to stop our thoughts. And that is not what is meant by space. Instead, we're learning to be with the experience within the space that's already there. The space that allows us to expand our awareness and our listening. At the heart of the practice, we are setting conditions to help us stay open with the present moment and everything that it brings. Everything that rises and falls. And so in this essay, it said that a snow globe is a great metaphor for this teaching. When a snow globe is shaken up, the flakes go all over the place, but they eventually settle. It said that the normal mind is like a snow globe when shaken. The thoughts are flying everywhere and swirling chaotically. But the meditative mind is said to be more like the snow globe when all the flakes settle. So in this way, the metaphor for a meditation practice is really describing the process of letting the snowflakes settle gradually, and that's what I'm going to lead us in. So if you haven't already done so, go ahead and close your eyes. Take a breath and listen to this beautiful quote. Peace does not mean to be in a place where there is no chaos, no trouble, or hard realities to deal with. Peace means to be in the midst of all those things and still remain mentally, emotionally, and physically centered. So just pay attention to your breath for a moment. Notice the in and the out and feel yourself settling. I'd like you to picture a snow globe. But this is not an ordinary snow globe. This is the snow globe of your current life. It is big enough to hold all the facets of your life right now. Imagine yourself standing in the center of this snow globe. And visualize yourself looking around at every area represented from your life, all within the space. You can sense that there are some flakes suspended and unsettled, and you allow your gaze to widen so that you can take in what area of your life that may be affected. Notice the area that represents your health. What are the flakes of snow doing in that area? Is there anything unsettled? I'd like you to imagine sending peace and love to whatever aspect of your health could use some, and make space for it to be received. As you do so, see the flakes settling down and becoming still. Now focus on the area that represents your relationships. Is there anything unsettled there? If any unsettled relationship comes to mind, I'd like you to imagine once again sending peace and love to that relationship. And as you do, see those flakes settling down and becoming still. Now notice the area that represents your vocation or your finances. What are the snowflakes doing there? Is there some swirling? I'd like you to imagine again sending peace and love to any part of your vocation or financial state that could use it. See that space becoming settled and still. Is there any other aspect of your life that could use some attention right now? Spend a moment noticing the shaken flakes. Send peace and love. See how that aspect receives your calm attention, and watch that part settle. Take another deep breath here, and in your mind's eye, see your beautiful snow globe at rest and at peace. The space is calm. Your mind is calm. Your snow globe is once again in a restful state. Now just allow your awareness to leave the snow globe and return to this space. Feel your body in your seat. Feel yourself fully present, aware, enlivened, and settled. And when ready, you can open your eyes. Welcome back.
I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart always. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are my family. You are the face of God.
And so if you would, just lower or close your eyes. And as I speak this prayer, please know that I'm speaking for each and every person that can hear my voice. There is one power, one presence, one divine energy that is showing up as love, as divine right action, as wholeness, as health, as prosperity. And I know that the infinite is in and through and as all, and therefore I am one with the one. Everything the divine is, I am, and what is true for me is true for each and every person that can hear my voice. Each are imbued with all of the attributes of the divine and get to express it in their own unique way in their lives. And how grateful I am today to claim and know that this service is blessed. It is blessed by each and every person that has taken part to make it the perfect example of love in action that it is. This includes the music, this includes the technical, this includes the message, this includes each and every person, physically and virtually, that made their way here today. I'm so grateful for the way it is all unfolding to remind each of us of the love we are and of the intelligence that is within each of us and how we get to use it. I'm so grateful for the message by Reverend Stacy that reminds us of the tools that we already have and that each of us are inspired to use them in a new way today. I am sending so much peace and blessings to our friends and family in California, knowing that the heart and love of God is showing up through the kindness of strangers, through the loving intention by all of the neighbors surrounding, and for the ways that each of us can show up in love and support in our own way. And so I'm just so grateful for this community that shows up in love for one another. I'm so grateful for this community that reminds me of what is possible. And so for all the good that is taking place here and now and beyond, I give great thanks. I release my word to that perfect action of the law that has already said yes. And so for this and so much more, I say thank you, God. I let it be, and please join me in saying, and so it is.
Thank you. Your opening, your centering, and your prayer were so beautiful. Thank you. There was a time what you have to say. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. 'Cause I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Come on! I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. Come on! No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. 'Cause I am free in the Spirit. I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Woo! Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm only here for God.
Good morning. Good morning. While you're standing, let's just take a moment of silence and for our neighbors in California. And while you're standing, if it's comfortable for you, please say with us, God bless America and the rest of the world. Just turn to a neighbor and say, welcome, good morning.
In the Spirit, yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. The Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am so free in the Spirit. Yes, and I'm only here for
Who's here for the first time?
Connie is.
Connie? Who's Connie? Where is she? Oh, Connie?
And it's her birthday.
It's your birthday. Welcome. I think our ushers have a gift for you. Awesome. Anyone else here for the first time? Yes? No? Maybe so? All right. Well, welcome. I'm so glad that you all are here. We had, I guess the Jetties had an event here yesterday. I understand. And those of you that came had a good time. And all right, there was some healing going on. I mean, that's what I heard too. Thank you all for being here. Jamie is very excited. Anything else you want to tell him? No? Well, thank you for being here. No matter where you are on your spiritual path, you'll always be welcome. Promise. Thank you.
Doesn't that make you feel good? She always makes me feel so good. They both do. They make me feel good.
Do you know who that is? That's Patty Powers.
Aw, thank you, Rev. Thank you so much. Beautiful song by Bob Dylan. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you, to make you feel my love, to make you feel my love.
Powerhouse is at it again. Yeah, I heard that, and thank you, Franny, Reverend Franny. And it just made me feel like, home. LA's home for me. Vegas is home, but LA's first home and always home. And I know a lot of us are feeling that. And even if it wasn't home, it's a lot. It's a lot of devastation. Yeah. So the theme this month is rising higher and growing deeper. It seems as though the universe is aligned to allow us to speak about this and be on board with this. Stretching into possibility is the theme for January, particularly. And so as I wrote this, or I thought about this the other day, it was before the happenings on Wednesday morning when we awakened to fires. The thought that came to mind was, how big is your good? How much of your good are you ready to receive? How much? That is the question, and as it came to me, I thought, well, this is kind of a silly question for today to speak about it, Not that we should be in mourning, but certainly we are contemplative about all of the events. For those that have lost their homes and those that have have been displaced, for those that are no longer on this planet, that have moved on, for all the devastation and what's next. And what I know about my God and my good, I'm using good as opposed to God, is that it's big enough for all of it. That it is in all of this, and no, it didn't come out the sky and say, no, California, you're on the wrong page politically. I know you're laughing because some of y'all think that. No. And I know it is also too soon to say, well, where's the good? I know there's some good coming out of it, because that sounds absolutely ridiculous to most people right here and right now. I've got to tell you that, especially if you've lost your home and all your belongings. But I do know that I do have the foundation to know that there is something good that will come from it. I dare not say it I have family members, 4, 5, 6 family members that lost their homes.
Really?
Completely gone in Altadena. I have people in Palisades. I have a lot of friends that went to Palisades High School. Their high school is gone. Their neighborhood where they grew up, or their coming of age memories, gone. But are they really gone? The memories aren't gone. The building's gone. The physical is gone. We know the physical is always going to leave. And yet, it feels so hard. Right? It's no different than anything else that moves on. It's heavy. It's hard. And we have to realize that this is how things work sometimes. I don't know the cause of it. It doesn't really matter. All I know is that people are devastated. And it looks like a war zone. And I know that I don't want that for anyone. And I know that it feels so very, what's next? And I know what I can do is to keep my head up and to make space for what's next and to make space for my God, my good, to be right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of it. I mean, we started out, it's been that's not even the 15th yet. Right? It's not even the 15th of January yet. And we had 2 events, one here in Vegas on the Strip. And then we had 10 people or 15 people in New Orleans. And it's all hard. And yet, it is what it is. And I don't mean that in a cold way. Please know that. Please know that. So how much good, how much God, how much universe, how much of the divine, how much of the essence, how much of the source, how much of the creator are you ready to allow into your life? And how do you make space for it? Because, for me, as I thought about the events of the people, the places, everything that is gone as I look at the news, I'm thinking, I have an attachment. Does anybody else have an attachment to people, places, and things? Not as much, there's some things I can get rid of very easily. Very easily. Sometimes they are people. I have to tell you. It's like, at this point, it's like, nope, that's not going to work. That is not a good idea. But I have trouble with birth dates. I was telling Shirley the other day, it's like, if I could stop remembering everyone's birthday, I would probably have a whole new area where I could remember probably the whole Science of Mind textbook. It's not always names at this point. It's numbers. It's just weird things. It's just kind of random. And I'm like, okay, Spirit, maybe we should work on this. But there's baggage that we hang on to, isn't there? There is stuff that we hold on to, and we just, we don't want to get rid of it. Apparently, because we don't. Right? So, if I ask you, how big is your good? I want you to open up your arms. Open up your arms.
Bigger than this.
It's bigger than that, isn't it? Yeah. That doesn't mean that Shaquille O'Neal has more good. Well, maybe. Because he's 7'4" and huge. Maybe that's why he has it. There we go. We've solved it. But we have to be willing to realize that God is always right front and center. And sometimes events happen, conditions happen, and we forget that, don't we? We forget that. And we know that. Not everyone knows that. Because I have people in my family that's like, well, what happened to God? And it's hard to sit there and have a conversation with somebody when they've lost their home and say, well, God's not gone. And, it sounds a little bit like, really? Okay, bye, Stacy. But I can know it. I can pray for him and the realization of that. I can point out the good stuff that is right here and right now. Because I got to tell you, in that first day, it was difficult. It's not that it's not difficult today. But I think Thursday morning I woke up to a funeral. Jimmy Carter, and this is not a political message at all. And we can think about whatever we want to think about Jimmy Carter as a president, but as a human, someone that supported human rights, for somebody that told the truth, for somebody that built homes, for somebody that was loving, that's somebody that taught Sunday school whenever he was there to teach Sunday school, somebody that stood for the regular old person. I got to tell you, that kind of piqued my interest. I'm like, all right, I can get up today. I can get up and do what I need to do for myself and for those that are grieving about this catastrophe that is going on and continually going on. But sometimes it takes just something for you to move into that head space, heart space, for you to get up and move. We're all here in Las Vegas, we're safe. I'm sure many of us, anybody else have people that have lost their homes, or anybody else? Yeah. Yeah. And it's tough. It's really, really tough. And they're all safe and sound and, well, you should have your life. No, please don't say that. Please don't. And I know what we mean. Let them get there. Don't take that from them. Don't take that from them. So we've got to, as I moved into that place and watching the funeral, it allowed me to feel bigger. It allowed me to feel my power. It allowed me, well, if Jimmy Carter can do it, I can do it. Right? Jesus taught, right? Direct descendant. Direct descendant. And so as I looked at, okay, well, this is my inspiration for today. Now what will I do with it? And sometimes it will be a day-by-day process, won't it?
Yes.
Depending on what's going on with you. I think if you lost your home, you can have a couple days without somebody being on your case. Yeah?
Yes.
And so, as I took that, as instead of taking, as Dr. Ernest Holmes says, the thimble to the ocean, I was able to take a bigger vessel to that ocean so that I can help with a fuller heart than I had the day before. The thimble was now maybe a pail or a bucket. And then there was Friday. And so then that vessel was a little bit bigger. And then there was yesterday. And as I listened to music and I got still and realized, okay, well, this is what I want to express. This is what I'm feeling, and this is what I know that I wouldn't want to hear, or I'm imagining I wouldn't want to hear if it were me in that circumstance. And this is who I want to be and how I want to show up. And that's just in love, not in anger, not in who did it, why they did it, whatever the politics are about California. All of it does nothing to do with anything. It's the people that matter. And so that's what we focus on, and that's the love we bring to them. The rest of it, it all is fleeting anyway, as is everything. How can I love the people, obviously the people in my family, who I don't really speak to very often. I grew up they grew up in Altadena. I would see them every Saturday. We'd hang out at their home. We'd go to the movies during the summer when I moved to San Rafael, go there and just hang out all summer. They lost their childhood home, and one of them has lost 2 homes by fire. My older cousin. So I reached out. You do what you can with what you have. How you doing, cuz? I'm all right. I'm all right. And we always end the conversation when we do talk, I love you more than bacon. Which, if you know me, that is huge. I didn't say wine. It's bacon. One step at a time. But we've got to remember what the thing itself is. And then realize that it made us. So it is, as Lauren, thank you for that beautiful century and that prayer, and that was off the cuff, kind of, so to speak, because you weren't prepared to do it, but you always do a beautiful job. And once we get back to, okay, well, this is who I am. This is who created me, or what created me. These are the attributes of that. So therefore, I am that. And so therefore, I can make the next step forward. I can start moving myself out of my own way and allowing my ego, which is attached to people, places, things, and all of that stuff. And I can say, okay, Spirit, use me. But I'm no good until I can do that. So making space for it is that idea of, okay, I'm going to drop off this, drop off that, drop off the other thing, and now I'm light enough to move ahead. So again, it started with Jimmy Carter's funeral, who brought together all of those presidents, which is amazing. Is amazing. So he's still doing his work. He's loved enough. People respected him enough to show up even though they can't stand one another. It's like, that was worth getting up right there. When I was like, okay, well, surely I can get up. And I have a roof over my head, and a car, and people that love me, and this man is still doing his work on wherever he is now. How awesome is that? But the thing is, we have to remember there's a power for good in the universe, and we can use it. And we use it whether we think we're using it or not. My class was about conscious creation, not unconscious creation. So how can I consciously create that which I want if my thought is blocked? If my feeling and my beliefs are limited? How might I create my next yet to be? We've got to know and be aware of not only what our thinking is, because it's not just the one thought, the repetitive patterns of the thinking, because that's the creation. That's the creation. That's the danger when you're not like, oh, well, I didn't know I thought that. You're in the center. We teach this.
Amen.
And I sit up at 3:30 in the night with the same repetitive thought too. So I'm not saying blaming or shaming anyone. I'm just saying I teach this. I have the same repetitive thought. But the first thing is awareness. And you get rid of it when you get rid of it. But choose to get rid of it. Be aware that it's there and existing, and it is, you are allowing it to just be on autopilot. We can't afford those things any longer. If we're creating a world that works for all, you can't do that on autopilot. You can't create that which you don't even know what you're creating. I want to create more love, more peace, more joy, more abundance. That's who I wanted, what I want to do with my life. That's kind of what I think I signed up for. I know many ministers don't think that, but I think I did. That's what I chose. That's why I chose this organization. And so it is imperative for me to move out of my own way, get rid of my baggage, and start thinking that which I truly think that I believe, which I know that I know that I know. That there's one power, that there's one essence, that there's one life. And that life is good. And that life is God, and that life is my life. Now that's what I teach. That's who I am. And that's who my community is. And so that's how we walk out into the world. And when I feel like I'm not creating that, so I must be able to look at, well, you're thinking this, so that's directly related to why you created this. And if we're not able to do that, we've got to get some help with that. Don't we? Isn't that our job?
Yes.
That's our job. So it starts with awareness. And the power for good in the universe, it uses us to create. It's not creating a fire. It's not creating, a world that works for no one. Guess who's doing that? Preach, Rocho, preach. We are. We are. How much good can you embody right here, right now, in this day? If it's the thimble, please come talk to somebody, a practitioner or minister. Somebody on the ministry or prayer team. If it's a bucket, still, come talk to us. Because there's a lot of folks out there that need our ideas. They need our energy. They need that positivity that we think that we have, but we don't always have it, do we? Things get us down and get in our way. We released a whole bunch of stuff, and unfortunately a burning bowl, which is kind of ironic. But I would think that maybe some more of us, or most of us, have some more to release. That's not doing it in a burning bowl. There's other ways in which we can do that. I'm being funny, but I know it's not funny. But really, there's that idea of we should be releasing every day. We should be sitting in the stillness and allowing ourselves to just be and be quiet. And let the divine flow through us and allow it to speak through us. And we listen, and then we take our steps. As opposed to, let me get my coffee, let me get going. What, going to what? To do what? Slow down. Think about what the divine has to tell you for this day. Be quiet. Yeah, the news. I watch the news. Can't be all consuming because I can't get my thoughts out of the picture of the war zone. But I see it. I'm not ignoring it. But I'm going to take a break from it. I'm going to say a prayer for it. I'm going to move it to an idea in a space where I see peace and I see next steps and I get to look at all of those firefighters that are doing their damnedest, no matter what the heck is going on. And they're doing the damnedest to just make it okay. That's as inspiring as Jimmy Carter, if not more so. They're putting their lives on the line every second, and some of them haven't slept in who knows how many days, and their willingness and openness to be there and show up is the same willingness and openness that we must have on every day, because we're always on call and always on duty and always here to be of service. So let's remove the baggage. Let's remove that which is emotionally harming us. Because if it harms you, it harms someone else, doesn't it? And God didn't make no junk, I heard. So why would you have to be the one to bear the brunt of whatever it is? We don't. But it's ours to release it. Freedom is the birthright of every living soul. We talked about that last week. Let's get ourselves free. Let's make ourselves available to that one power, that one essence. Let's make ourselves willing to do the work. It is work. It doesn't let up. This might feel like a bigger job than the last job. If you're in LA, I'm sure probably really, really does feel like that. But is it really? I don't think it's probably any bigger than a lot of things that people face on a daily basis. Maybe not in this country, but think about it. We've got to move from the I, think about the we. I can't take care of the we unless I take care of me. I have no idea what I just said, but it's an inside job. And it doesn't, just because, well, I don't need to do my work, because, I'm not really worthy of it. Shame on you. I am saying shame on you, because it's not what we teach, and you know better. Deep down in your soul, you know better than that. We're all worthy. Because if we're not worthy, if we don't believe we're worthy, then guess what? That which created you isn't worthy. If that's what you believe, then I would probably find a new center to go to. Because it's not what we teach. That undeservingness, that unworthiness, that not good enoughness. If you're saying that about yourself, if you're looking in the mirror and saying that about yourself, or if you have those thought patterns that are telling you that, guess what you're saying about that which created you? You ever think about it that way? That's not what we teach. That's not what you really, truly believe. But every time you think that, and you let that pattern if you allow that pattern to move through you and use you, you're going to create a mess. How do I know? Because I've done it. And I bet there's a ton of you out here that have done the same. And it's okay. You get up, you go to bed, you watch the Jimmy Carter funeral, and then you're fine. Awareness often leads to gratitude, doesn't it? After I saw the funeral and heard a couple of things about what was going on in LA, it's funny that they were saying more positive things, huh? Ever notice how that happens? There are more positive statements because my awareness kicked in. I was focusing on the war zone, that which looked like the war zone, as opposed to all that the newscasters were saying about all the good works that were being done. We've got a big job ahead of us. I know that we are up to it, ready to do it, and able to do it. I love you. If I can be of service to anybody, I am here. So is your whole ministry or prayer team. Let's get to work. And so it is.
Reverend Stacy, you're my Jimmy Carter. I feel like you and Reverend Cheryl are firefighters.
Yes.
Oh, you're so strong.
Thanks for helping us.
Such an inspiration. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Yes, it will. Yes, I can make it now. The pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is that rainbow I've been praying for. Yes, it's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. All right. Look all around, there's nothing but blue sky. Look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue sky. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Yes, it's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Yeah, oh, it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Yeah, oh, it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Yeah, oh, it's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Yeah, yes it is. Oh, yes, it's a bright, sunshiny day. Yeah, oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right, Patty, that voice is different this week. It's better. All right. I'd like to ask the ushers to please come forward. This is our time for giving and receiving, and just practicing that idea and that gift of circulation. All right. If it is comfortable for you, please take your gift in your hand and say the affirmation on the screen with us. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and belief. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And I'm grateful for each and every gift, each and every time, knowing that it blesses not only Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living, it blesses the giver even more. And so it is.
I do believe I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good,
announcements for today. Of course, we've got to join our practitioner, Jamie Jetty, tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. here for Life Reflection Cafe. And it's just a gathering of anybody that wants to talk at 10 a.m. right here, and there's no charge. And today we also have an activity that's of no charge. Reverend Audra is going to come up and tell us about our women's group. It is meeting right after service today. So, men, we're catching up with you.
Hello, loves. If you have been, then welcome back. If you did not join us last month, no worries. You didn't miss out. You're not going to be left behind. It's just a beautiful, safe space for us ladies to connect, to do some spiritual practices, to build community, and to invest in some dreams that we have for what we would like to do here together. So hope you'll join us in this little multi-purpose room right after this service, and there will be some snacks too. Thanks, loves.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, Reverend Franny, could you come up and talk about this 28-day magical journey?
It would be my pleasure. Okay. So I'm speaking for practitioner Gary Alimo, and he is taking on this book, and it's called Magic. This book was written by the gal who wrote not only The Secret, but the movie that came before that. So I think many of us know about the law of attraction, right? So this little book is just jam-packed with gratitude practices. The class is going to start via Zoom on February 1st. It will start at 10 o'clock. We think maybe an hour, hour and a half. We're going to see how it flows. Gary is an incredible facilitator. He comes already armed with questions and prompts and all sorts of things. So here's what we're doing. Here's what he's doing. The book is available on Amazon. He would ask that you read the first 28 pages. From that day forward, we're going to be meeting on February 1st. Every day for 28 days, there's a gratitude practice. We're going to get together every Saturday for 4 weeks so we can sort of talk about how that felt for the week prior. So it's going to be an opportunity for us all to gather as a community. It's going to be an opportunity for us to share that beautiful feeling of gratitude, and just an opportunity to offer up a little bit of love. Hope you'll join us. Love offering, and be sure to sign up. Thank you, Reverend Cheryl, for having the sign-up sheet out front. Sign up and be real legible with your email address so that it's very important. Otherwise, you won't get the notice and you won't get the link. So I hope you join us, and he'll be back next week to talk more about it.
Is there any charge for this?
Love offering.
Love offering.
That's an awesome book. I have it. It's awesome.
Yeah. All right. Okay, I'm ready. The practitioners, of course, we have this midweek inspiration every first and third Wednesdays of the month on Zoom, and so many of you aren't on there. We would love to see you. I mean, we just have a prayer and meditation, and some of you come every time, but we could sure love to have a whole bunch more of you. Lauren started this, practitioner Lauren, a year ago, is that right?
No, like 3 plus.
We've been doing it for that long?
Yeah.
Whoa, 20 months fly. Okay, and we are now, this week, this Wednesday, and we are working, of course, with the Living the Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes, and this week it is You Are a Spiritual Broadcasting Station. Your word operates instantly. Instantly, Patty.
True.
Okay. All right. So check out the happenings table and find out how to join in this Zoom class, because it's fabulous. Let's see here. Oh, Reverend Cheryl is teaching this class that I cannot wait for everybody to join in on. It starts this Tuesday, and she's going to tell us even more about it.
Thank you, Kate. If you want to know more about Ernest Holmes, the man himself, then just come Tuesday. Let me know you're coming. 'Cause if you don't let me know, I'm not coming either. Thank you.
Yeah, you've got to sign up
Sign up
for that.
sheet, yes, please.
I think it's both in person and online, right?
Well, I haven't had any online takers yet.
No online takers, so it looks like all in person at this point. Okay, great. Okay, and then the volunteer training and luncheon that practitioner Lauren is hosting is this Saturday. So any of us that are volunteers come at 11 a.m. It's 11 a.m.?
Sure.
It said 10 before. Is it 10 or 11?
Is it 10 or 11? Whatever you says 11.
Whatever you say.
Okay, then it's 11. Let's go 11.
Okay, we'll go 11. So but you need to RSVP because it's a luncheon as well as just gathering together and talking some more. So it's a way to honor our volunteers. The Healing Words Book Club is currently reading Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan. And the next meeting will be on Wednesday, February 5th at 4 p.m., which is, Wednesday, 4 p.m. Okay. So we've got time to get that book and join in on that. And of course, it's our season to join with if you're not a member, you just need to sign up to be a member. You can be a member anywhere, but you need to be a member here in order to be able to vote and do all that kind of stuff. So do that if you haven't done it. And also fill out a budget. Let us know what you're planning to tithe so we know how to budget this year. That would be very helpful. And let's see here. Oh, our Love Supply and Pantry is always ongoing. So when you're shopping, just pick up a few little extra items, that are non-perishable. And then let anybody know that you know that's food insecure, that we have food here. And do not hesitate to take what you need. And then for prayer support, just send your prayer request to prayer@LVCSL.org or text 702-524-7096. The bookstore is open today, and many of us have been waiting patiently for the Science of Mind magazine. And it's finally here, so we have copies in the bookstore. So get your Science of Mind magazine. Read it every day. It's so fun.
February.
Patty Powers, where are you going to be tomorrow? You're somewhere tomorrow, but I don't remember where. Tuscany. 7 o'clock. Patty Powers. All right.
It's fun.
And it's fun and it's free.
And we're doing Jen's birthday.
Jen's birthday, we're doing that.
Oh, and there's going to be a birthday celebration too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Woohoo! Okay. So just follow us on Facebook and Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, visit our website, check out our happenings table, and let's just have a fabulous day, everybody.
Thanks, Kitty.
We're celebrating Jen's birthday tomorrow.
All right. I'd like to ask our minister of prayer team to please surround the room. Any visiting ministers or practitioners are welcome to join us. Folks, don't leave here with a heavy heart. Like Reverend Stacy said, if you only have a thimble to take to the ocean, you might want to talk to one of us. Okay? All right. Today it's free, just so you know. All right. I would like to ask Reverend Stacy to give us a closing prayer.
Okay, so if you would close or lower your eyes just one last time together and take a deep breath in. Release. Releasing all that came before. You walked in these doors, hanging on to that which you will for the rest of this day and week, knowing that this one power, that one presence, that one essence, that thing itself is always available. It is omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent. It is love. And love, and love, and love. It is abundance and peace and joy. It is the essence and the truth of each and every one of us. And so that is my truth. And because it's my truth, it's the truth of each and every person here. Truth with a capital T. And so what I know and declare is that this week we're going to practice that idea of rising higher and growing deeper. And that as we watch the conditions, whatever conditions that are going on, we allow ourselves to be still and know. We allow ourselves to be aware of our own thoughts, our own patterns. And we allow ourselves to surrender to that which is no longer serving. And so with that, I'm just grateful to know that we have the ability to do these things and so many more, but that's just 2 or 3 to practice this week. I'm grateful for the awareness. I'm grateful for this center, which allows me to just be with like-minded souls that want to do good work. Grateful for this day, the beauty of it. Grateful for all of it. For that I've released this prayer to that universal love, knowing that it only ever says yes as one believes, and I wholeheartedly believe it. And together we say, and so it is.
All right, let's stand and sing our peace song. me right now.
Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
I know this in my mind.
I know this in my mind.
I feel it in my body.
I feel it in my body.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Have a great week, everyone.
Feeling inside my bones. Those electric when I turn it on.